Alright, what's going on? Welcome back to another TK Photo on Collectibles video. I'm doing like a rundown of all the A New Hope classic Hot Toys figures. I call them classic figures anyway. About halfway through. So this one is MMS297 Luke Skywalker, Farm Boy Luke. So let's have a look.
TK421, why aren't you at your post?
Because I'm busy buying collectibles, sir.
Right, let's have a look at this box then. So again, this is the old style box, but cracking picture of the figure on the front there. Star Wars, MMS297, Luke Skywalker. Let's get the lid off. And then there's the art inlay sort of card over the clamshell. I mean, that looks amazing, that, doesn't it? Look at that. Luke Skywalker, Millennium Falcon. There's all the gang in the Falcon cockpit. Now the face sculpt, I think that'll be the prototype figure. We'll come on to that in a sec, but there's his alternative look with the poncho and then the blast shield, helmet and everything, and then the Sands of Tatooine at the bottom. But that is looking absolutely amazing. And then there's the figure all boxed up. Let's have a look, get all the accessories out and see how good this figure really is. Right, accessories. I mean, you get an absolute ton of stuff with this. If you want to skip this bit, the chapters in the description. So we'll start off with the lightsabers. So we get obviously Luke Skywalker's, Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber, and the LED version, which is I don't tend to use these, battery operated. They're difficult to get to this, although maybe not too difficult with this loop. But I don't like pulling the arms out of the sockets to put this one in. And then you get his macro binoculars, and these look pretty cool. These it's got a bit that clicks off there and you can fit another bit in. So there's two modes of this, like an open mode and a closed mode. Droid caller, which pretty cool. And then his cycler rifle. I mean, that is looking fantastic, that, with this bit of wiring that's actually kind of material, not just moulded plastic. It looks cool, that. And it's a giant gun, that. And then we get the helmet with the blast shield down, obviously when he's training on the Millennium Falcon. I mean, I love this design on it. All the weathering looks really good on the helmet and everything. The blast shield doesn't actually move or anything, but the detail on it is really, really good. And then you get like a separate hairpiece for Luke that fits this better than the hairpiece that he's got on at the minute. And then obviously with the blast shield we get the training droid that's buzzing around, which again, the details on that looking really, really good. I do like that. And then that comes with its own acrylic stand, and then that end bit sticks into the base. And the base, talking about the base, just the standard kind of A New Hope looking design with that grill on it, and then standard grabber that you can pop anywhere on that base. And then we also get this bucket hat, which is from the deleted scene with the Luke on Tatooine and the goggles and stuff. So we'll try and put that on. And obviously we get his poncho, which again is more for the deleted scene, but also obviously you see him wearing that when he first sees the Millennium Falcon and on the Falcon, which is cool. And then yeah, selection of hands. So we got lightsaber holding left and right, the usual fists, and then gesturing hands. I think that's for the droid caller hand. And that is accessories, so a ton of stuff there. Let's have a look at the figure up close. Right, let's have a close look at this figure then. So here he is straight out the box. Now I've had someone describe this to me as a horrible head sculpt for Luke, but I think it looks pretty good considering the age of the figure. It's obviously one of Hot Toys' earliest ones for Luke. Obviously not as early as the DX07 from Empire Strikes Back, but obviously this isn't exactly like what the prototype looked like. Here's a shot of the prototype. Obviously the prototype one looks far superior to this. But I mean, this is pretty good. I'm more than happy with this. I think it's a pretty good likeness. It's got all like the facial features on it, like all the blemishes and everything. The hair looks good on it. I think that is looking pretty good. Pretty darn good. Let me know in the comments what you think, whether you've picked this one up or whether you want him in the collection. I mean, for any A New Hope fan, obviously A New Hope is pretty much Luke Skywalker's story in it, so I think it's a pretty much must-have in the collection. I flipping love it. So let's have a quick look down the figure. It just looks fantastic. Like, the material's really good on it. Luckily, I was fortunate enough to pick this one up where everything on the figure is in immaculate condition. I know the guy who I bought this off, actually. He's obviously kept it in really good condition. So I was fortunate to pick this one up off him. The pleather on it is in such good condition. It's just fantastic. And so he's got this like kind of beige sort of cream gi on at the top, and then some beige trousers, and then these boots as well. These look fantastic. Like this kind of wrap style sort of boot up his leg, and then just standard sort of grey boot at the bottom. But I think this figure's amazing. Again, it's another one that I'm going to say is amazing all the time, but because I just think it is fantastic. So glad to have it in the collection. Like I say, let me know what you think, whether you've picked this one up. So let's get him posed up, a couple of accessories on and everything. Right, it's a very quick, simple pose just with the lightsaber. I've put his LED lightsaber on, switched it on. It's not particularly bright, obviously. They tend to be quite dull, especially in a bright room like what it is here now. Yeah, what an amazing figure. Absolutely love it. Everything about it is pretty much perfect. Obviously the face sculpt could be a little bit better, but I think it's pretty good, like I say, considering the age of the figure and everything. So swapping out the hairpiece allows us to then put the helmet with the blast shield on. Again, with all figures that come with a head sculpt, yeah, I'm not always keen on covering the head sculpt obviously with the helmet because you can. The great thing about Hot Toys is the head sculpts are amazing. Now I know obviously this isn't like #1 top ever head sculpt, but it is pretty good. And obviously we can see the training droid buzzing around in there. He hasn't got a clue where it is because he's not really very good with the Force yet, is he? So yeah, let's swap this one up. So interestingly, the figure doesn't come with any binocular holding hands really, other than the relaxed hands, but you can hook it over the belt. Just be a bit careful with the belt because I think it's going to start deteriorating that maybe if you're a bit too rough with it. But again, it's a fantastic figure. So many accessories as well. So I've had a look at the blast shield, I've had a look at just with the LED lightsaber, is him holding his droid collar and with the binoculars on his belt. He put the lightsaber on his belt, there's a hook on the other side for the droid collar as well. Let's have a look at the poncho now. And finally, it's just one with the poncho on and the cycler rifle and everything, and his bucket hat and goggles. Pretty much trying to get all the accessories on that I can. I've never put the poncho on actually, it looks pretty good. Although in the pictures and in the film, I think it's more of a kind of softer material, where this is quite smooth. It's more like in the film, it's more like an actual blanket, I guess. Whereas here, it's like a smooth kind of material, but it looks pretty good. It's all wide and everything, so you could spend ages messing with that and getting it perfect. Obviously I've just lashed it on just to do the video because it was taking ages. Plus the goggles aren't sitting right on the hat, but I'll have to just mess around with that a bit I think. But it's looking really good, I do like that. Obviously paying close attention with all these poses to make sure that the wrist pegs aren't showing. It's always a bit of a killer for me that with some of the poses, if the wrist pegs are showing, but managed to hide that one. So like I say, don't forget to drop us a comment and let me know what you think about this figure, whether you got him, whether you wanted to pick him up. At the minute he's going for about between 250 350 pounds, English pounds, depending on well, that's just on eBay recent sales. But yeah, it's like Freddy, any New Hope fan is a must-have really. So let me know in the comments what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe whether you like this sort of thing, or you like this quick retro look at Luke Skywalker MMS297. If you want to chat about this figure or any other figures in the collection, I'll see you in the comments. Otherwise, see you in the next video. Take it easy.